Love the double crochet stitch but want to try it in a different way? If that sounds like what you're looking for, why not try the linked double crochet stitch? It makes the double crochet a little more dense and adds a little more detail. If you're ready to learn, I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm by Day. I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For the linked double crochet stitch, you need to know how to chain and how to double crochet stitch. That's it. I am going to show you how to do those in this tutorial, but if I go too fast, you could check out the description below where I've included links to videos that take those stitches a lot slower. For today's crochet tutorial, I'm going to use a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook as well as some size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. Use whatever works best for you. You may also need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle at the end of your project. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. For the linked double crochet stitch, there is no multiple. Simply chain as many as you would like. So I have chained 12 for this tutorial. For row 1, I am going to start by working into the third chain from the crochet hook. Now I'm going to work this just a little bit differently than most of the other tutorials for the linked double crochet stitch. I'm going to work a regular double crochet for the very first stitch of this row because what I don't like is how most of the other tutorials, when you're working in chains 3 and 4 and starting right away with a linked double crochet, you really get a rounded look here, and I don't like that as much. And if you work into chains 4 and 5, you get a really big gap right here. So I like to do a regular double crochet for this very first stitch. So into the third chain from the crochet hook, we're going to work a regular double crochet stitch. Now I'm going to work into the back bump of the chain for this row. You can work into the chain however works best for you. There is no right or wrong way for this crochet stitch. I simply like how it looks better by working into the back bump of the chain. So into that third chain from the crochet hook, we're going to work a regular double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through the chain. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So I've worked a regular double crochet into the third chain from the crochet hook. Now for the next stitch and the remaining ones across the row, we're going to work a linked double crochet stitch. So to do that, what we're going to do is without yarning over is we're going to come down and pick up this middle bar right here. So this is the bar we're going to work into. So hopefully you can see that right there. So without yarning over, we're going to come down here and insert and pick up just that middle bar. We'll yarn over, pull around that middle bar. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to go into the next chain, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through that chain. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops to complete your first linked double crochet stitch. So again, we come down without yarning over, we pick up this middle bar right here, yarn over, pull through, now you have 2 loops on your hook, go into the next chain and insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through that chain, now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and there's another one. We're going to keep working these linked double crochets in the same manner all the way across the row. Now by linking these double crochets together or connecting them, we're creating a less gappy and a little bit more solid of a double crochet stitch. So that's one reason you might want to choose this stitch. It's a little more dense and a little more thick and it has a lot less gappiness to it. I also kind of like the extra line detail that you get by using the linked double crochet stitch, so it adds some visual interest to your crochet projects as well. So again, round the middle bar, into the next chain, and then work your double crochet. Notice we're not yarning over before inserting into anything. We're simply, without yarning over, picking up that middle bar, yarn over, pull through. Then we're going to go into the next chain, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through. Now we have our 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and that completes row 1. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 2 and turning our work. We're going to link this chain to the very first double crochet and start right away. So we're going to come down here to the first chain, so not the second one, down here to the first chain, and without yarning over, we're going to insert our crochet hook. I feel like it gives me a cleaner edge if I insert my hook so that 2 of the 3 parts of the chain are facing me on the hook, and then 1 part is on the back side. I feel like it is a cleaner edge, but you can work it however you like. We're then going to yarn over, pull through the chain. Then we're going to go into the next stitch, insert our crochet hook so we pick up both parts of the top of the stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And that completes the first linked double crochet stitch of our row. I will point out that I will use this a lot of times with a regular row of double crochet stitches as well, because it does give a straighter and a cleaner edge. So just keep in mind that you can use that linked double crochet technique for any row of double crochet that you would like, not just rows of linked double crochet. So to linked double crochet for the next and the remaining double crochets across the row, this is how we'll work it. Again, without yarning over, we're going to come down here and pick up this middle bar, insert our hook there, yarn over, pull through the middle bar. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Go into the next stitch, insert it so you pick up the entire top of the stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So again, middle bar, yarn over, pull through, next stitch, yarn over, pull through, go through 2 loops, and then go through 2 loops. And just keep working your linked double crochets just like that all the way across the row. That's also a nice thing about this stitch is it's kind of a mindless stitch. Once you get the hang of the technique where you're picking up that middle bar and then the next stitch, then it kind of becomes one that you can just watch TV and crochet. I'm going to keep working like this to the end of the row, and I'll show you where to place the last stitch of this row. And now when we get to the end of the row, this is the last stitch that we're going to work into. We're going to kind of ignore those skipped chains. So we're going to pick up the middle loop, yarn over, pull through. Then we're going to go into the last stitch of our row here, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through that stitch, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And that completes row 2. For row 3 and beyond, we're going to start again by chaining 2 and turning our work. Row 3 is going to be worked almost exactly like row 2. I just want to show you where the end of this row, how you work that very last stitch, because it's just a little bit different for row 3 and beyond. So just to remember, for this very first stitch, we come over here and we pick up that first chain. We yarn over, pull through. We go into the next stitch, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then each of the remaining stitches across this row, we're going to pick up this middle bar, yarn over, pull through, go into the next stitch, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I'm going to keep working my linked double crochets all the way across the row in the same manner, and then I'll show you how to end row 3 and show you how it's just a little bit different from the previous row. When you get to the end of the row, this is the last stitch that we're working into. So that chain 2, you're going to kind of see some stuff right now, but once we work into that last stitch, you're not even going to notice it. So this is what it looks like. You pick up the middle bar without yarning over, yarn over, pull through it. Then we're going to go into this space right here, Pick up the top of that very first stitch from the previous row, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and that completes row 3. For the remainder of your project, using the linked double crochet stitch, you're going to simply keep repeating row 3. This stitch now is worked as a 1-row repeat. One thing I want to point out is you can see your edges are a lot more straight using that linked double crochet to start. So that's why I do tend to choose it for regular double crochet projects as well. The thing I like as well is this linked double crochet has a little more visual interest because of all the extra stuff you do to link these stitches together. So it's kind of a fun crochet stitch to work. As far as the finishing row goes, I don't do anything special to finish off the linked double crochet stitch. I simply end after any repeat of row 3. The last thing I want to point out is this stitch looks the same on both sides. So here is one side and here is the other side. So this is one that you can use in a project where you need both sides to look the same. And again, notice how nice and dense and thick this stitch is. There's not as much gappiness when compared to a regular double crochet stitch. And that's how to linked double crochet stitch. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you need more crochet tutorials, you can check out my blog, hopecornerfarm.com, or my YouTube channel, Hope Corner Farm Crochet. And if you're looking for another double crochet stitch variation, you could check out my paired double crochet stitch tutorial right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.